show me what you like. Hey, y'all put money, I can match it for ya. I'm in this in all white, looking like a brick and all them zippers on a jacket on ya. He got a thing for a Latin. He wanna hear a little Spanish in it. I told him minutes to practice it. I'm about to fully up the Spanish. Walk up with the click and I ain't looking like the side in this. I'm the opposite cause I'm the main event in boxing and it has the time to dick and I've been out here playing my position. I'm about to get it.
Hello everybody, I'm Larry Ridley and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. This week we've got teams who went in opposite directions last week. With that, let's go out to Sports Authority Field at Mile High. Here's Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Denver Broncos. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way.
Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
And he motions the wide receiver. 3rd and long here for Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He's really putting together a spectacular season. That interception, number 11 now on the year.
And I know we're all taught that 7 is a lucky number. I'd say 11 is for him, huh? No doubt about it.
On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon, able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Second down following the run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before it's brought down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field. And be
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
As we get a look at the defensive starters, the secondary, they're certainly going to need to be on their toes in this one.
And you know me really well. Where do I start analyzing a game? From the secondary. And these guys have to be on point today. They're facing a high-powered attack.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I do know from experience that if you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On third down, Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. On now is the Titans punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon spinning past him. And some room to maneuver. T.J. Yeldon past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. T.J. Yeldon, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. 7 yards to go on second down. Here to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Mariota from the gun on third down. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And now a peek at the starters on the defensive side. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man, hand him the ball, and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And he's got it up and through. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you get...
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. From the shotgun, it's Mariota finding time. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 23 yards on the play.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Show some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. A group of Broncos there combined to bring him down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. On now is the Titans punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They come out here in the eye. Mariota to sneak it. Give him 2 yards on that play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So it'll be 1st down here after the run.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down. And they convert another one right here to move the chains.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. And that one makes it 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one taken from the 7. A beautiful fake. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, it's Yeldon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
Back to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught at the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. A couple of Broncos there in on the tackle.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Three yards left to grab here on third down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Third and short yardage. Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Titans. Their dangerous wide receiver. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. And he's able to put it through. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. On the return, here's Justin Gilbert. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Again with Yeldon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Second down following the run.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go!
A handoff running left is Yeldon. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Defense has to stand tall here. 3rd and 1. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Looking to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him. Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They go back to the ground now with Yeldon, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. On play action, they'll throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed.
Now another timeout here called by the Titans. So as they take it over, we step aside. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. They'll throw now on the final play. And too much on that one. It's out of the back. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. A couple of Broncos there in on the tackle.
They were stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
3rd down, Mariota. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. 5 wides in the game. 4 of them to the right side. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Robbie Anderson, 81 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On now is the Titans punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's taken to the 26. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll run it here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. On now is the Titans punter as he's on here to punt it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Back now at the home of the champs, Sports Authority Field in Denver. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. Out come the Titans now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On now is the Titans punter, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is fielded at the 7. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Denver getting set to take the field. They begin with a run by Yeldon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Robbie Anderson, his third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball, at least a few.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 20. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And his kick is good. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. They come out here in the eye. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Mariota throwing left side here, and it's complete. Time for a break. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. To throw Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Here's Mariota. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off here by the former first-rounder, Justin Gilbert. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're in a good spot. 2-possession game, barely, but a 2-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape.
Yeldon, the lone running back. He'll get the football here. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And taken right at the 35. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Mariota to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as they'll get this up only to about the 41. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And he would be brought down at about the 43 that time. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. Only 1 timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have 1 timeout left. And that should be all.
Can I get a witness in the darkness? 'Cause there ain't no love at all to be found. Feeling like a freight train, trying to break chains. Everybody needs somebody, no doubt. Sugar, just step into your seat. There's no winner when you're walking alone. Sliding down the last street as the day creeps. What you doing with nobody at home? Sugar, just step into your sneakers, just step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul. Come on. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. I said,
show me what you like. Hey, I put money, I can match it for ya. I'm in this in all white, looking like a brick and all them zippers on a jacket on ya. He got a thing for a Latin. He wanna hear a little Spanish? I told him it, practice it. I'm about to fill you up with Spanish. Walk up with the click and I ain't looking like the side in this. I'm the opposite cause I'm the main event in boxing and it has the time been ticking. I've been out here playing my position, I'm about to get it. Now ain't no one about to block my hit cause someday someone tell me I'm somewhere doing alright. Somewhere somebody that one day will be the love of my life, but not tonight though. Hey, I'm only here for a minute. Bet you want a girl to keep it independent, and I know you gotta like a girl that's this appealing. Get you caught up in the moment, then I'll get you in your feelings. Tell your boys that you gon' meet them later on. Both of us are so taxi, leave the meter on. First time you out in Cali, never tried no strong, so you gon' have some stories to tell when you take it back home and tell them one time, Snowy always showed you what it's like. Leave you sleepy like the call the umpire. Get you out and get you rolling, get you gotta go. I got a flight up in the morning on someday someone tell me I'm somewhere doing alright. Somewhere somebody that one day will be the love of my life, but not tonight though. He trying to catch me in my feelings, but he don't know that I'm the though. Shout out to my